And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Circle the Bay Podcast, episode 78. And now, even though he was late, but he's back. He's here with us now. He's late, but he had to take care of business, especially after what he overheard on Clark Street. Hey, shout out to our boys, Devin and Hafiz, with Clark Street Wrestling Podcast. Make sure you check them out. Yeah, Mike, the little clip got you a little bit a little hyped up, right?
No, I'll say this, and much love to our boys in Clark Street. They have great content, absolutely, no doubt about that. But see, where we kind of deviate here is the rankings, and honestly, I heard that they said that they really that they don't think that we won. Now, by my count, it's been weeks since then. And where have they been? I don't know. At this point, it's probably 15 circle debate. And Clark Street, it's coming up. But that's just what I think. That's just me. And I like being fair. And I'm not gonna just allow them to be buried that way. No, absolutely not. But I do have the official rankings, so I would definitely love to share that. Is that okay, Ivan?
Go for it.
Okay, so I have the official rankings right here. And I'm sure they're going to find some reason to disagree because they're 14-1 and we're 12-1. But see, you got to give the people what they want.
Dirty
right?
Heels, ladies and gentlemen. Dirty Heels.
Dirty Heels. Oh, I forgot to put Dirty Heels on there. But yes, we I can honestly say that the number 2 position is nothing to be ashamed of, guys. It's okay. There you go. and to everybody out there, there will be a rematch that is going to happen, right? I hope you guys all tune in. It's going to be great.
Oh yeah, it is, because just shout out to them. Watch that Boom or Bust Part 2. That's they go through the AEW champions. It's a Boom or Bust. Great episode. Go watch it. Part 1 they talk about WWE. Part 2 is when they talk about AEW's champions, Boom or Bust. But yeah, I have a lot to say because there was a lot of disagreements that I had, and that's a debate for sure. That's a debate. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I do apologize. I did not introduce this man, properly. So let me go ahead and do it for all of you guys. It's part of the contract, ladies and gentlemen, because not only he lives 1,977,000 miles from Winnipeg, Minnesota, Canada, because he is the undisputed, the unmatched, the unrivaled, the undefeated, uncensored money. By God, the most valuable podcaster and the most violent podcaster, Mike Lopez.
When it comes down to it, I bite.
That's right. He does bite, ladies and gentlemen. But let's get to it. Now, I know what only, Chris Kennedy, we already discussed about what happened in Dynamite, but just want to get your, very brief thoughts about Dynamite.
Dan Lambert powerbombed Chris Jericho. When or how is that even possible, right? Crazy stuff, but the good kind of crazy. I'm all sorts of hyped for Full Gear, and this episode of Dynamite accomplished what it needed to do, right? It needed to hype everybody up. I'm all in and ready to go. So yeah, especially with that inner circle angle, I feel like that has been a pretty good feud between American Top Team and the Men of the Year and the Inner Circle, right? So great stuff there. Let's see. I will say about the women's division and the women's title match, I almost feel like Thunder Rosa should be in Ty Conti's position. It almost feels that way to me. I almost feel that Thunder Rosa is the number 1 contender, and that, that's what we're leading up to. This past Dynamite, we had the 6-man or 6-woman tag, and the crowd was chanting, back and forth on the Rosa DMD. It feels like that's the money fight, as they say.
I think eventually that's going to happen. I said it
Yeah.
probably before. Title versus title, might as well, let Thunder win the tournament, and let it go ahead and Britt Baker put that belt on the line. Title versus title. Let's do like an Intercontinental WrestleMania 10 IC title match. Two titles held above, and then just let's go for it. That's what I want to see. But I mean, I get your point. I think right now it's more we got to give Britt more these challenges, especially with Tay. Tay, I think is about her time to get her shot. I know she had it once previously, but she was against Hikaru Shida. But I think this is will elevate her more, especially with Britt Baker. And no offense to Hikaru Shida. I mean, she thought it was a great match between them, but I feel like this one hopefully can probably be higher than that match, for Tay Conti's career, my opinion. But we'll have to wait and see on that.
Yes. Yeah, I definitely agree. And Daniel Bryan versus Rocky Romero.
Bryan Danielson.
Oh, wait, who is this other?
Who's that? Who's the other guy?
Who's that other guy? I'm losing my mind here. Danielson versus Rocky Romero. Pretty fun match. Again, I've said it before. Daniel Bryan is having the time of his life, right? Cue the music, because I'm sure he's enjoying every single match that he's having. And we, as an audience, we're being treated to this buffet of excellent matches, right? Danielson is having great matches left and right, and I'm sure that's what he wanted. And dare I say, it could have only happened in AEW.
There you go. That is right. He's having the funnest time of his life. If only Matt was here, but yes, already, of course, Matt is busy today. So
yeah, where is Matt?
I have no idea. He's somewhere busy getting ready because he's performing soon as well. So stay tuned for that when he announces it. But yes, before we discuss for AEW's Full Gear coming up Saturday, let's get into we got everybody else's thoughts in the podcast community about what happened. Another unfortunate was it a Black Thursday, you could say, or Black Friday or Black Wednesday, I guess.
At this point,
it doesn't matter. It's just dark times right now, what's going on. Unexpected, very upsetting all over the social media platforms. From the talent himself, what I'm talking about is the releases that occurred in WWE and NXT. Biggest, highest, shocking names, especially Nia Jax being one of them. Frankie Monet, Taya Valkyrie, Keith Lee.
A surprising one.
Yes, that was a surprising one. Keith Lee, Karrion Kross is Killer Kross. That's a better name, actually, my opinion overall. Of course, alongside with his fiancee, Scarlett Bordeaux, and then, of course, along with Keith Lee's Mia Yim. The Lucha House Party, of course, but they asked for the release for quite some time, except for Vince Dorado. Man, this list, and Oni Lorcan is another one, but I heard he asked for his release before, and they actually granted it now. Who else was releasing that? Jessica Kamea, B-Fab from Hit Row barely signed like a new contract and was main roster, and then with Hit Row, and then that's it. Like shit.
And you forget, did you mention our beloved Eva Marie?
And Eva Marie, yes, Eva Marie was another one as well. Man, it's shocking. And then who else was releasing NXT? I had to go down the list. Jesus, there's it was a lot. It was about 18 people, I believe it was. About 8.
A good amount of people.
That's a lot of people, man. A lot of people. Jesus, Ember Moon. That one hurt. Right. That one hurt me.
Nia Jax.
Nia Jax, yeah. Trey Baxter, of course, everybody knows Christian Blake. Katrina Cortez, Cheat Rama, Harry Smith, which we never seen him on television, but he was only on, I believe, either 205 or main event or in a dark match, I believe he was. Yeah, that's Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. No, 19. Jesus Christ. Dang. It's a
Yeah,
lot of people that got released. Money Mike, I want to get your thoughts on these releases. And what do you think about their future now for all of them?
I want to say the future is bright. The future is bright. And, you got to make lemonade here, right? It's as simple as that. And honestly, anytime somebody is released from WWE, whether NXT or WWE, they get that stamp. Previously from WWE, previously from NXT, they are able to catapult that into a higher position in the indies, anywhere else that they go, right? We've seen that numerous times, and they can really take advantage of something like that. So that's the upside here. Of course, it's never fun to be fired. I mean, I've never been fired.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Right. But yeah, I would imagine it's not fun at all. And getting that trash bag sent to you is definitely no fun at all. So for people like Keith Lee, Mia Yim, Carrion or Killer Cross now, and Scarlett, you're a couple and you're not alone here. Your significant other was also let go. So I mean, how tough would that be? So yeah, I feel for these people, and I know that they are going to land on their feet. I'm optimistic that each and every one of them will be able to go on into bigger and brighter things for sure. Especially in the world of wrestling, and all these people that support them are going to be there to support them wherever they go.
Definitely. So, the shocking one, of course, Naya. So, okay, out of all these stars that were just released, where can you see at least a couple of them that will fit well? In there's so many. I not just AEW we're just talking about. We still got MLW. We still got New Japan Strong. They could be here in the States. Elevate New Japan Strong, not besides being in Japan. Yeah. You also got NWA, who could also, like how you mentioned previous as well on last week's show, maybe them too as well. Get them. Maybe they could, elevate as well the product, the product itself. There's no longer Ring of Honor. So this is this is the biggest releases overall in professional wrestling we've seen in 2021. Not just WWE, but also Ring of Honor closing their doors. MLW actually letting go some people too. So it's like, wow, it's a lot, man. I've never seen so many in my life. This is like the bad times, man. But the recent ones from WWE, which ones are the ones that you have, like it's right on your mind, and like right away you can say this person can fit right here.
Man, Karrion Kross, AEW. I want to see that. I want that. And people are gonna say, oh no, don't they have enough WWE guys? I mean, hey, talent is there, the look is there, the in-ring skills, they're there, right? So yeah, why not? Why not? If I'm Tony Khan, I'm sure he already knocked on his dad's office and, hey, you know what? I want this guy too. And he's going to get it because he can, or they can, right? Mm-hmm. And there's nothing wrong with it at all. I have nothing against, some more people showing up. Other than him, I'm on the opposite side. Nia Jax, who's going to take her in? Knowing full well that she's not the safest in-ring worker, as far as I've heard, right, or seen here and there. Where would someone like she go, right? Because I don't know if AEW is gonna right away open the door for her, or I could be wrong, right? But yeah, someone like her would be interesting. Eva Marie, another one, right? That forbidden door might crack closed there a little bit. Yeah. So some of these I don't know, but we'll see. It's going to be interesting to see for sure.
Yeah, we have to wait till the next 90 days for some and 30 days for some as well. I mean, Taya's already been announced already for upcoming tournaments for upcoming next year. Trade backs for who's Christian Blake went back to Game Changer. Oni Norkin was announced for a tournament too, for WXW. Yeah, Harry Smith. I mean, I don't know if he has a 30 or 90, so I see him going either back to MOW or I don't mind seeing him reforming the Hart Foundation with Brian Pillman Jr., bring, Teddy Hart's out of the picture, but him and Brian Pillman Jr. would be great. But what about Griff Garrison? So it's just so many. Nia, for me, fits very well in Impact because they need a woman like her with the charisma she has. She got the mic on automatically. She has that character that could help develop the women's rosters characters as well. Not saying they don't have that, but I think with that assistance from Nia could help and elevate the women's division. And plus, prior then, Impact's women's roster were second over NXT's women's roster. So they had the best ones, and they want to be back in that place again. Because right now, you kind of have AEW's women's roster on the rise of being trying to be the number one. Because unfortunately, we're seeing WWE women's roster and NXT overall is not going very well as we speak. 2-minute matches starting again. It's that it's dying out over there, and it's a shame, because they had something going in 2016, and they're letting it die out, So it's an unfortunate. So I think Impact will fit with her and Ember, I believe too. Ember could fit there well too, and just help elevate that that women's roster. I think if our Tony Khan, I would get Killer Cross, get Keith Lee. I would just get them. Out of all these that I mentioned, I'd rather just get them. Might as well.
Yeah.
The rest of them, they could, some could go like the Lucha House Party. They could go to NWA. They could help introduce or go back to AAA. Killer Cross is also known by AAA, but AAA right now they still don't have a crowd. Like, not really. They're still going through backtrack with the pandemic compared to we are in Canada that are moving forward in the rest of the country. They're really behind. They're backdated. The only one that's having it is more Mel. They're having more crowds. I don't know how. I don't even know how or why. But AAA are still struggling to get that. They have their crowd in their cars so they can watch. Oh my God, okay, there. But they can't, which is cool, but I wish they could have them sitting front row. Oh my God, like how they do for Triple Mania, Triple Mania when they do it for that. So hopefully we can see them. But don't expect that. Like I said it last week, Tony Khan, in order to get these individuals that he's going to want, and from Ring of Honor that he already, quote unquote, rooming your window that he already signed, we are going to see AEW's first cuts, like major cuts. We're going to see that. It's going to happen.
I hope it's not like 19 people, right? I hope it's not that case. But who knows, right? I'm no businessman. So, it's going to be interesting to see how many people AEW lets go, because it's going to happen eventually. The people come in, people come out. And, from what I've seen so far, Tony Khan is very... how can I put? He cares about the employees in a more closer way, I would say.
Yes.
It's just my opinion.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see something like that happen eventually.
But I don't think the roster will feel bad about it who gets cuts, because you were there since day one. You were, Tony Khan catered to you guys, opened those doors, an opportunity to be on national television. So that opens doors for themselves as well to other promotions like WWE as well. So to get that exposure away from the independent circuit, to be on national television, not just on social media platforms as YouTube, but to be on, on TV, on TNT, you could say that's a great credential you have. And like I said, that helps you to go other places that, hey, I want that person. I want that person.
Yeah. Never
know. It works. It's a double-edged sword that works for all parties at the end of the day. So we'll have to wait to see how that works out for them. We'll be keeping an eye out for that. And also another pro wrestling news very briefly. So now with WWE, with WWE still. Now they're moving forward. Besides these releases, they're gonna go ahead and move forward, do more releases. It's coming, man. Yeah, and this time that The Office and more talent from the main roster. So yeah, man. I don't know what Vince doing here, bro. I have no idea. He's selling.
Okay. I don't wish any bad on anyone. I don't want anybody to lose their jobs. But if I could get someone to get out of WWE, it would be Ricochet. Man.
Oh my God. I was surprised that his name never came up.
Right? Maybe it's coming. Who knows?
If it is, I know he perfectly could go back to Japan and he could dominate over there with Will Ospreay. Like, hell yeah. Why the hell not? Go back to Japan. You got it great over there. They'll take you with open arms. Hey, welcome back. So arigato.
Former United States champion, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Right.
Those credentials stay with you. It's like an Academy Award. Yeah. It goes with you now once you get it, right? Forever. So yeah, nobody can take that away from him. And yeah, I there's so many matches, especially in AEW. I'll just go ahead and say it. AEW, please, Ricochet. There's so many matches that I would like to see him. Imagine him versus Dante Martin.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Oh my goodness! Yes, please. That tag match on Dynamite. That was such entertaining TV. I'm a kid again. Yes, of course. But yes, he's one of those names that, no offense, but I wish he would be let go.
Yeah, I mean that's something that's big. That's gonna be huge for Ricochet if he goes over there. But I don't know. Do they have plans for them? We don't know. But I know who they do have plans for, though, Money Mike. It's the breakup of the Mysterios. It's happening. It's already now in the works. And rumor your window is they're gonna break up and they will be feuding. It's gonna happen. If it does happen, I'm saying it right now, damn it. Bring him henchmen. Bring him Legado del Fantasma. Bring the LWO, you son of a bitch. Give me what I want, damn it. And retire Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. Take his mask, and that's it. It's over. It's done. Wow. And have him be the prince of Lucha Libre. There you go.
Wow,
I said it. I said
it. It writes itself. And I hate to say it. And I know people will say, oh, Mike just bashes WWE. It's true. I do. But what you just said, your fantasy booking right now is great. And I feel like it's not going to happen.
I know it's not going to happen.
It's like, that's wishful thinking right there, man. How cool would that be? They own those rights. They could make it happen. And like I've said before, if you were to recreate NWO, people are going to be like, oh, well, that's Hogan, that's Nash, that's Hall. But not a lot of people, or I feel like not a lot of people are gonna protest the LWO coming back. So there you go.
Hashtag LWO. All right. Hashtag it on the comment below. LWO. Bring it back. We need Dominic Mysterio to lead the way along with Legado del Fantasma. And there you have it. They should do that. Hell yeah. Why the hell not? We need to see that back for Eddie Guerrero. And you said it, Mike. You plant the seed very well. How could that storyline could happen? My real dad was Eddie Guerrero all this time. And oh shit. Yes. Why would Vince McMahon, man, you should have been booking. We should be your fucking writers. We could help this product. We could have helped it, but no, you rather go with Mike's BFF or with I love you, and they want to go with hey, whatever you like, boss. I love it. I love your chest. With fucking Laurinaitis. No, bad booking. Bad fucking booking. Damn, we can do it better. So, but oh well. They want entertainment. That's entertainment, damn it. That's so proper right there with that storyline. But there you go. Moving on now. Now let's move on to the Full Gear pay-per-view card. As we're gonna go ahead and break it down. This is only Mike and myself here, ending the show with the last topic of the night. So we're gonna break it down very briefly. So let's start with the buy-in, Mike. So you're gonna see it somewhere around here, folks. You're gonna see it around somewhere the buy-in. The buy-in will be right there somewhere, which we do have the buy-in on YouTube. It's going to be Hikaru Shida and Thunder Rosa teaming up versus Jamie Hayter and Nyla Rose. These are the 4 women who are in the semifinals for the TBS tournament, and now they're teaming up together. So you're looking forward for the buy-in, which should be like around 4:30 Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 Eastern Time for every of our Eastern Standard Time people, and 6:30 Central Time for our Central people from Chicago, especially you guys. But yes, thoughts, Money Mike, of that match?
It's a great way to promote the tournament, the TBS Championship tournament, and yeah, you have all 4 of them compete, and yeah, great stuff. You get them on the buy-in, which is pretty good stuff there. So yeah, I'm all in.
All right, so you're all in. All right, so who do you got winning that match then?
I'm gonna go with Nyla Rose and Jamie Hayter.
Okay,
I think they're gonna take it.
I'm gonna go with the faces. I'm gonna have to go with Thunder and Shida. Something tells me that one of them are not advancing to the tournament finals.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so I'd rather go with the faces, and then one of them will lose on the tournament finals because we have the heels winning. Then that means that we might have the baby faces winning both. We might see Hikaru and Thunder in the finals. That's what it looks like, but something tells me that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. All right, now let's jump into the actual card. So we don't know. We're doing this in our order, how we feel, how it should be. So if we, our apologies to everyone, to all our viewers and subscribers, and to all of our audio platform listeners, we're breaking it down how we feel that how the card should be lined up. So I believe the first match, I think they always do it all the damn time. And I think we should go, and you tell me, Mike, I'll give you 2 of them. Which should we go first? Should it be Darby MJF or Punk and Eddie Kingston first?
Punk Kingston.
I'm with you on that. Let's go with Punk and Kingston. I think that's going to be the first match.
And I'll tell you why. I hope, and I believe Eric Bischoff confirms this with me, that I hope this storyline continues after Full Gear. And if this is the first of many matches, then this is a good starting point. You put it at the beginning of the card, and you build up this story in weeks and weeks and weeks until it is the main event of Revolution, maybe, or we don't know.
That's
so true. Yeah, I think it should start the show.
All right, so let's start it off with CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston, the first night of the match of the pay-per-view card. Take it away, Money Mike. Who do you got winning on this one?
I want Kingston to win.
Give me
one. Yeah, isn't that more interesting? Isn't that maybe he cheats to win, and Punk says, "Yeah, you beat me, but you can't beat me straight up," or something like that, or add intrigue, make us want the rematch or rematches, right? There's gonna be something that goes on here that's gonna continue the story, and it's gonna keep us hooked.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm with you on this one. Let's go with Kingston. Let Kingston be the first one to give CM Punk his loss. Yeah. Shock the world. Like, that's what I want. Jaw dropping. It's that Undertaker moment, like eyes popping out. I think the crowd actually will enjoy it. I have a feeling the fans will fucking enjoy it. I think they're gonna go crazy. I think they are. And like how you said, you mentioned earlier, let's make this trifecta happen. Screw it. But give Eddie the first win. And let CM Punk win the other 2. Fuck it, so be it. Who cares? Let it happen. So I'm with you in that 100%. Second match of the night, I feel that ones that was going to start out, the one that was just announced just recently, I think this one might happen. And I feel that this was going to be the tag team match between Cody Rhodes and Pac. And I said it earlier. I said it. Go back to the archives. I said it. It's eventually they're going to add it to Full Gear. Cody Rhodes and Pac versus Andrade and Malachi Black. So let's go with that match number 2. Buddy Mike, floor is yours now.
Yes, I do believe that Pac is going to win this match. I feel out of everybody, out of all 4 individuals, he's the one that's kind of gotten the short end of the stick. So if we were booking this, I would book Pac to get the pinfall.
Okay, I like that. It makes sense, but I think this feud is not over. So I'm gonna. I think Andrade and Malachi might win this one. I think something's gonna happen. I have a feeling that somebody might show up to Full Gear and probably ruin Cody's. Not Pac, but more like Cody. You never know. Someone might show up. You never know. So I think that's why I'll go with Andrade and Malachi. So I think they're gonna somehow win unexpectedly. I think Malachi might get the pin. I think this one. I think he'll pin Pac. I think he's gonna pin Pac.
Okay.
So I'll go with that. So that's interesting. All right, let's go now to the 3rd match here. So let's go ahead and go with the Super Click versus, of course, Jurassic Express, which is Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, alongside with Christian. Falls Count Anywhere. Who do you got to this one, Money Mike?
I'm saying this right now. This is gonna be match of the night. I feel like this will be it, or the show stealer right here. Falls Count Anywhere, 6-man tag. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of action here. I can't wait. Yes. Yeah. So I think I want Jurassic Express to win. I want them to win, but I think the Young Bucks are gonna win.
Okay. I'm gonna have to join you on that one. So I'm gonna have to say that the Super Click is gonna win that one. Something tell me that somebody's gonna go heel, and that is Christian. Probably gonna walk out on them. Probably eventually.
He got tired of it.
He got tired of it. Like, screw this. They're not helping me out for shit.
I'm tired of that theme song. Whoa. Yeah.
He's probably tired of the theme song.
But not me. I love that song.
I do too. I love it. We love it, Leo. But yes, I'll go with you on that Super Click. We'll take it. Christian, I would not be surprised if he turns heel. Why not? Give something to Jungle Boy to elevate his career. Give him a Christian Jungle Boy. It's good shit. Yeah. All right. Got the match. See, that's match number. So that was the first one. Second. All right. Now, number four. Match number 4. I believe we will have the Lucha Brothers versus FTR for the AEW. It's just only the AEW tag team title on the line. Not AAA. Yeah, it's only, sucks that it's not AAA, but it's fine. I actually want to see FTR go to Mexico and defend those titles.
That'd be interesting.
Hell yeah. Very interesting. Triple Mania is coming up too, so I cannot wait. Most definitely.
Yeah, for those reasons, I do believe Lucha Bros are going to go over. So, keep Lucha Bros AEW champions. FTR can travel to Mexico. And yeah, it would be interesting to see who they would face over there, right? Get them, Tully Blanchard, maybe even the whole entire Pinnacle to go over there. That'd be fun.
Oh, hell yeah. Why not? I think they do have a faction out there. I keep forgetting the name. There's 2 factions out there, but I forgot the names. Not too much familiar with the names of it. So I apologize to all of our viewers and listeners. I so much to consume in this brain, especially with work passwords and everything else. And here, so yeah, I'm with you. Lucha Brothers we'll go over. I think something tells me this match might be match of the night, maybe, because Lucha Brothers have not disappointed at all when it comes to having tag team matches. And remind you that these 2 individuals have 2 different styles of professional wrestling, especially more with with FTR. And look at their credentials, what they've done on takeovers with DIY, with American Alpha, and what they've done with the Young Bucks too, when they dropped the tag team titles to the Young Bucks. So I believe this match could be the match of the steal, the one hitter quitter, the one that curveball of the night that might just come through, maybe. So I'll go with Lucha Bros in this one.
And that's the great thing here, because believing that there's going to be more than one show stealer in a pay-per-view, that is a great sign walking into it.
Definitely 100%. All right, so then we do have the MJF versus Darby Allen, and this is match number 5. So we have match number 5. Who do you got on this one, Money Mike?
It's tough to say. It's tough to say because MJF lost at All Out, and so did Darby. So they're both coming off of pay-per-view losses. Right. So I want to say MJF. I would like for MJF to win. But then again, I feel like Darby has been losing quite a bit lately, or it feels that way. Mm-hmm. So maybe Darby has more to gain here. Yeah, I don't know. It's a toss-up. I can't decide.
It's hard.
It's hard. Yeah, it's a hard decision.
Because no matter what, it benefits both of them.
Yeah.
So whoever, it doesn't matter who wins or loses, it will benefit both of them, because I feel that this is a storytelling match. Mm-hmm. We're not speaking about in-ring ability skills. We're talking about storytelling of what they have been doing the prior weeks on Dynamite or Rampage. This is storytelling. And I'm with you. It's a tough one. It's a toss-up on this one. I feel like either one for me works for me. It doesn't matter, but I feel like this is going to be a great storytelling match. That's how I feel about it. And a very emotional and angry one too, because you got a cocky piece of shit versus pretty much, I wouldn't say a bunch of an anarchist, a little bit maybe you could say. Went through hard times in the past, and look at them now, so I can't wait. I'm with you. Toss up. I can't decide that one either. I can't decide it. All right. And then we do have the World Title Eliminator Finals, which I see we have Miro Day, God's favorite child, and versus, of course, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. Money Mike.
Man, talk about another one that I don't know. Of course, the obvious pick would be Bryan Danielson. That would be the obvious choice. But I can't help but want Miro to win this too. I would definitely believe that Miro could win this. But then again, I'll say this. And it's interesting because his promos have been leading to something. He keeps mentioning his wife. He keeps mentioning God. And he keeps getting madder at God every segment. I feel that in this, it's going to take him to a boiling point. And to the point of all these promos having a climax of, I lost this title, I lost the TNT belt, I lost the Eliminator tournament, and there you go. And then we'll get what's next for Miro. So maybe, you know what? I'll go with Danielson on this one.
Okay. You did say last week, though, we could see a debut of someone on this match.
That is possible.
Miro, God, Mad God, who's going to come be his redeemer. You never, I didn't throw an egg about Bo Leave, but, it could it be Wyndham? Maybe. I don't know. We're causing Bryan Danielson the loss. I don't know.
He seems to be a busy man at this point.
Yeah, he's making a movie. Yeah, he's going to make a movie, I believe so.
But this is what he does. He is a wrestler. I'm sure at some point, maybe this Saturday, he'll show up.
Exactly.
We don't know.
But yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll play it safe too. I'm gonna go with Miro. I mean Bryan Danielson. Oh shit! I'll go with Bryan Danielson, not Miro. Even though I want that unexpected loss too, like the first loss for Bryan to Miro, because that will elevate the hell out of Miro on that win against Bryan. But I'll give Bryan, of course. But I think this is gonna be a heavy hitting match, like a Eddie Kingston and Bryan Danielson, I think, or a Suzuki or Bryan Danielson, maybe. Like this is gonna be a little bit more better. Well, is it better? I can't say it better. I would say it's kind of the same. It's hard because you mentioned he's having a great time doing professional wrestling, not entertainment. So, oh my God, Bryan Danielson for sure. All right, and we have now the co-main event. Oh, actually, no, wait, I'm forgetting something. Not the co-main event. Let me add this match to it, actually. I feel like this was going to be probably third to last, which is the AEW Women's Championship, Britt Baker versus Tay Conti for the AEW Women's title. What do you got on that one, Mike?
I'm going with Britt. There is a story waiting for her with Thunder Rosa. I mentioned it before. I do think we're going to get that. It has to happen. It's leading towards that. This is just another notch in the belt for our champion. DMD is going over.
All right. Yes, I'm with you. DMD. And I feel like hopefully this match for Tay, how I mentioned earlier, elevate her career as well. And, hopefully this match will deliver. And I hope it does. I hope it delivers. And I'm looking forward to seeing this match. But yes, I'll go with Britt on this one. Now, I feel this should be the co-main event. And this is, of course, the Minneapolis Street Fight. Okay, you cards have Men of the Year and American Top Team as they're going against the Inner Circle. I feel this should be the co-main event, in my opinion. This should be the co-main event. So, Money Mike, who do you have on this?
What a stacked card. I feel like we're about to get to the main event, and then you bring up another match that I have forgotten about. And yes, great stuff here, man. Like I said earlier, I have enjoyed the build up to this. Lambert and Jericho, trading barbs and stuff, and all that great stuff that's been going on this past Dynamite also. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. And honestly, I feel like this is going to be it for it. I do think American Top Team is going to go back to, doing what they do in their gym. And I think Inner Circle is going to go over.
Okay. I don't think it's over yet. This is going to be another trifecta, like how it was with the Pinnacle. I feel like it's not going to be over yet. And you know what? Someone on social media posted about Lambert, and I totally forgot about this. He wrestled in Impact before. He wrestled in Impact.
I missed that. So.
This is when it was Impact, Global Force, a little bit mixed with Jeff Jarrett. This is when they were already in the transition. This is Bobby Lashley time, when Bobby Lashley was the champ over there. I think he was part of that, part of American Top Team. Because he fought at Bellator, right? He fought at Bellator. So was he? I think he was with Dan Lambert as his trainer.
Was he in American Top Team? Oh yeah, I think he was. Yeah, he was.
So he was. So Lambert showed up there at Impact with King Mo and a couple of fighters as well. So I'll forward you the clip so you can see. I have to look for it for sure. And I forgot all about it. This was when they were wrestling. Who was he wrestling? I'm trying to remember. He's fucking James Storm. James, Cowboy James Storm. Yeah. So yeah, he pinned James Storm. So yeah, I'll forward you the clip. You have to see it. Oh, you can go on Impact YouTube channel, watch it there. Bing. There you go. All right. So yes, I got the Inner Circle. I got the Inner Circle winning, but I feel that this is going to continue in individual matches. Yeah, I think it should be, because remind you that this is a transition for Junior and for Arlovsky, but I don't see Arlovsky sticking around for pro wrestling. I see Junior though sticking around.
I think that too. Yeah,
I think he likes it. I think it's something that is something new for something fresh, something a bit more challenging. And like I said, how I mentioned last week, I think with the whole how I would like to see him and Hager. Instead of that Wardlow Hager octagon, give me that octagon with Hager and Junior Dos Santos. Fucking make it legit.
I've said it. They could do this in Bellator. Maybe is this what it's leading up to?
I hope so. Yeah, absolutely. I'm with you on that.
Why not? Steve Coker, make this happen, please.
There you have it. All right, now to the main event of the card, and that is, of course, the All Elite World Heavyweight Championship on the line. The cleaner himself, the god of pro wrestling, Kenny Omega, defending the AEW World Title versus Cowboy Shit Adam Hangman Page. Cowboy shit. And just to, I know, they're saying that they're winning because we're on their minds. Devin and Hafiz Clark Street. Kenny Omega was number one for a reason on a PWI and not your Roman Reigns. No.
Twisted, Ivan. Twisted. Yes.
Yes. There's a reason why. But no, I think Roman was first anyways, but I think he was. I don't. Nobody cares about those. Those PWI rankings means nothing. Roman Reigns has not done what Kenny Omega's done out of his career at all. So we could debate that all day, and Matt could join that debate because that's Matt's boyfriend, right? That's Matt's boyfriend.
He can believe that
exactly, and acknowledge that for sure.
Oh, things are getting heated up here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes, sir. Can I just say I love the long-term storytelling here, and they're not afraid of looking back a year ago and seeing something that happened then and bringing it to today. I feel that WWE is so in the moment, right? It works for some people, it works for some stories, but for me personally, I like the long journeys, the callbacks to things that have happened in the past, right? And I feel like that this is a huge one, right? They were tag team champions. There's been a lot of things going on here. The road for Hangman to come back and get this spot again after losing it probably twice, I believe. There's story here. There's story, and that's what I enjoy. And I can't help but imagine what would happen to Kenny after he loses the title, right? If he loses it. How cool, what a great moment it'll be if Hangman wins and everybody's going bananas and he's raising that title, confetti is dropping. How cool would that be? And it only happens because we've waited almost a year for this sort of thing. So yeah, sign me up. I'm there. I'm not missing this one. I have Hangman winning the title.
Yes, exactly. And by the way, I forgot to say that. No, actually, Omega was number one PWI. I was just double checking. I had to make sure because I forgot it was between 1 and 2. But yes, like I said, we could debate that. I cannot wait. But yes, this match, this is going to be, like how you said it, Mike, and I'm going to add what you said. This is a storytelling that has been a long awaited for a year ago. And they went back, if you go to the vignettes they brought upon the story, how it all began, and now how it became in fruition of where they're at the end of that tunnel. And this is the end of the tunnel. This is Hangman's last chance. Third and final chance. Okay? Third and final chance. 3 strikes, you're out. Back of the line. Adam Hangman Page needs to win this. And since the beginning of AEW, they made the right decision to putting it at Jericho first because you don't want to give it a Hangman right away being the first AEW champion. You have to make the right decision to give it to Jericho and let it Hangman out of the picture for a while. Let him build some wins, build his character, build his momentum. people are not familiar with him at all. Some that are, of course, from his New Japan and Ring of Honor days, but not, not this type of Adam Hangman Page. And the crowd loves him. We love him. How he transitioned his character, how he developed his character. And with this story with Kenny Omega, it's going to be a hard-hitting, emotional friend, former friends, now enemies. It's wow. This is do or die for Kenny Omega. And if Adam Hangman wins, with all due respect, Bryan Danielson, let him have his moment. Don't go out there. Let him have it. He deserves to have that moment if Bryan Danielson wins. Do not destroy his moment. Let him have it with the roster coming out celebrating Adam. I think it'll be a great way to end the match, and I'm hoping it'll be an emotional ending for Adam, in a good way for Adam Hangman Page finally holding the AEW World Title. And then we'll talk about that next week about the aftermath, and then what's next for Adam Hangman. So could that be the match of the night too? There's so many matches of the night, Money Mike's. Jesus Christ.
It's the makings of a great pay-per-view already.
Yes. And this is where AEW does wonders. Long booking. Not this type of booking that you see, same shit you see on Raw every week or every month. No, it's when you see like a teaser.
Listen, the WrestleMania tickets are coming out this weekend, and a piece of me considered it. I was like, you know what? I wouldn't mind going to Dallas and WrestleMania and all that good stuff. But then I looked at the graphic, right, of the the wrestlers there, and I'm like, none of them interest me right now. Like, none of the matchups, I feel like everything has been done, and they're letting go of fresh faces that could have been something fresh, something new. Like Cross and Keith Lee. Man, they're shooting themselves in the foot. I don't know what's going on over there, but yeah.
No,
thank you.
I mean, unless they're trying to get those Ring of Honor stars too. What about that? You never know. I just thought about that too. What about they're trying to get the Ring of Honor stars? You never know. But if we do see an AEW event, hell yes, sign us up. We will be there. I believe they could pull it off. SoFi, AEW, it could happen. Guaranteed, it could happen. I know I'm jumping the gun too high, but I feel like it could.
Listen, I've said it before. The Avengers Endgame. Everybody comes together in the end for this massive event. The Forbidden Door opening up, having NWA, Impact, AEW, New Japan involved. We're seeing a little tease here for Okada's arrival in AEW. We've already seen that. Yes.
Matt's not here to talk about that, but go ahead.
Yes. Flanders mode activated for sure. Yes. So an event like that, a super card that is worthy of a stadium, can be pulled off if AEW brings from everywhere. Bam. WrestleMania, eat your heart out, because that could be something. And I hope, and I'm really hoping that is the end game that they're leading up to eventually.
Yeah, absolutely. Never know. You never know. But then this pay-per-view, man, we are spoiled kids, all of us, man. This is the right time, the right moment to be a pro wrestling fan. That is for sure. What a great moment to be in. And this pay-per-view itself, it's going to deliver. Just like UFC 268 delivered last week, this will deliver this week as well. And I think this was going to deliver.
My boy Kobe, man. I had him winning 3-2, but that's beside the point.
Usman all day. Sorry, bro. Got to spoil Usman all day. But yes, man, this is going to be a spectacular event. Once again, you do not want to miss it, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure this Saturday, well, the buy-in is at 4:30, I believe so, or 4 o'clock on their YouTube channel and on Bleacher Report and other at Fight TV. I believe they're going to have it too, where you can purchase AEW full gear. 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 8 o'clock Eastern, and 7 o'clock Central Time. So, excited, Mike. I'm excited. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our predictions for AEW's Full Gear this Saturday. And once again, we appreciate you guys for tuning in here in episode 78. We'll be back next week, of course, discussing recapping all gears, Full Gear, excuse me. I get confused with All Out Full Gear. AEW Full Gear, as we'll be discussing that, the recap of it. Pro wrestling news, any more releases coming up as well, our thoughts about it, and much, much more. Now, before we let you guys go, well, once again, I want to thank our audio platform listeners out there around the world from listening to us. From Colombia, muchas gracias por escuchar aquí el Círculo del Debate. Le agradecemos mucho aquí escuchando en todas sus audio plataformas. Y vamos a regresar la semana que viene, la próxima semana, para discutir lo que va a pasar, lo que pasó en Full Gear y a dar nuestras opiniones sobre lo que pasó en el evento de este sábado que va a pasar. Y otra vez todavía es cultura latina todavía. Otra vez muchas gracias por todo el apoyo y el soporte. Todo Latinoamérica, nos agradecemos mucho y mucho amor por escuchando y viendo Círculo de Debate. And also to our Brazilian fans in Brazil listening to us, fans in Romania, fans all over up north in Canada, to the UK, to Switzerland, to Germany, to Belgium. But I'm going to let Mike go ahead and let our European listeners know that we thank them and we love them all over the world in Germany.
Ja, danke alles Freunde von Deutschland. Und ich will Full Gear mit Samstagabend und ich gehen sie und danke für hören Sie Circle of Debate alles morgen. Danke, tschüss.
There you go. Shoots, ladies and gentlemen. That is right. So once again, do not forget. And don't forget this Sunday as well, our top 5 coming out, which is our top 5 underrated feuds. Keep an eye on that for this Sunday. That shit is going to be an interesting one. And you can enjoy your Sunday, at the after party of AEW. There you go. You can enjoy this and some top 5 ones as well. And upcoming more content coming up, upcoming interviews, which I'm not going to spoil. You got to keep an eye on our social media platforms. A lot coming here on the COD channel. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, the host of these When I've Been See, here with my other host, mi hermano, the one that I acknowledge. Not the Travel Chief of Podcasting. No, I'm just kidding, Devin. I love you, man. Shout out to the League of Extraordinary Podcast. Make sure you follow all of our brothers out there with the League. Of course, part 2 that we've been mentioning their names a lot. Yes, I know you're going to be loving it. Dirty Hills Podcast, of course. Kobe Beeson and good brother Bo. The Joke on the Ring. Here we go! Frank and Kyle and Jeremy Prophet kicking ass out there, taking names up in Canada. Make sure you follow Jeremy Prophet and look at his matches. Man, the guy could go, man. Watch his matches, his recent matches, especially I like the one he had with Speedball Mike Bailey. So, watch his matches. He's phenomenal. He's great. And the Ring Fanatics, of course. The championship on the line. Backstage Brawl. Counted Out Mike and Tyler. The Titantron Anthony. The Universal Podcast. Of course, Nick, who joined us last week. Much love to you, brother, for joining us last week. And the call-up with Kenny. And Turnbuckle Tavern. And a lot more, and I apologize. Straight Talk Wrestling, George Mackay and Uncle Bobby B, because they do provide you the best MLW coverage. And, of course, the Queen of Podcasts, the mini host as well, asks the tough 5 questions. She does. Make sure you follow the Straight Talk Wrestling channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Besides us, and also our new people, subscribe right below. You see subscribe button. The arrow will be pointed down and tell you subscribe, and just get that notification button so you get all the wonderful content that we provide you here on our YouTube channel, and you can listen to us as well on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, Bullhorn, any audio platforms you guys have. So once again, this is what I see with the most valuable podcaster of all time, the one that I acknowledge, the most violent podcaster as well, because he is the undisputed, the undefeated, the unmatched, the unrivaled, the uncensored Money by God of podcasting, Mike Lopez. Of course, he will close it out here on the COD as he tells you, what do we do here on the Circle of D?
We don't just make podcasts, we make history.